Hello guys, Art-Teeves here. This is the second part of my Stylized Beetle Flower modeling series. In this part, I'll show you the process of unwrapping and texturing our model. I've cut out some boring and repetitive parts, but I'll guide you through some key stages of the process. Mind that I only unwrap my model in 3ds Max because I'm used to it. Maya, Blender, and many other programs have much better tools that allow you to perform same processes much faster. My whole workflow here consists of 3 steps. Flatten UVs by smoothing groups that we have arranged on the previous stage of the process. Break all cylinders, and then flatten UV chucks and position them according to the desired texture flow. Also, I reshape some elements by straightening their geometry, break circles, and relax them just a little bit. I normalize pixel density and reduce the size of some UV chucks that will be barely visible. Also increase the scale of some UVs that will require some detailed textures. I use UV Packer plugin with target padding set to 8. Then I choose some elements that can be increased in size to fill some remaining blank spots. The padding is so high to prevent any possible texture leaks. I send my model to Substance Painter, turn off ID section, set the highest possible amount of rays, and also set my subsampling to 4x4. Then I bake the model. I start texturing by applying a default creature skin material and playing with its parameters. This material creates the organic structure I need. Also, I reduce roughness of some of paint layers to give my flower some beetle tones. You can always use Mask Editor generator to highlight some edges with brighter colors. You will find all required settings in its curvature section. When playing around with some stylized natural objects, you can apply various preset filters and grunges that will give your objects some different tones and pieces with different roughness. I make those beetle hemispheres a bit blurry by applying blur generator to their masks and grunges. I don't have a reference image, so I experiment with colors here and try to create an improvised palette that will define the future color scheme of this model. Most textures you see here originate from default creature skin material with modified color schemes and roughness settings. I modify separate elements by applying new fill layers, black masks, and grunges. I also play around with grunge roughness settings. You can also modify height settings of some grunges you apply. This will give your model a truly organic look. I prefer to create some kind of a dirt gradient here by using a default ground dirt filter and playing around with mask's opacity and roughness. I also create an extra layer and add a moisture filter to it. I balance my colors and make some elements more dim. I do it because some overly bright elements may ruin the overall picture. I create a paint layer, set its blending options to pass through on all tabs, and then use the clone stamp tool to conceal all seams. Then I add a couple of extra grunges to my model and reduce their opacity to alter textures slightly. Then I hand paint some leaf structure with a brush that has a slightly darker color and a reduced height. I perform the same operation on flower petals. This time I reduce roughness so that most elements have varying roughness, thus play in the light. You can use the same method to paint some elements you don't want to model. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like the content I make, feel free to subscribe to my channel for more stylized videos. And most importantly, have a great day!